Good evening everybody and welcome to Curio Comedy Salford Showcase. Whoop whoop! I am your host, Charlotte Cropper, the Cropper Chopper, and I'm also the owner of the Cabinet of Curiosities. We'll be able to do something really cool in the edit on that, won't we? Next to me you can see the Cabinet of Curiosities, the home for all my weird and wonderful comedy friends. I'm currently in my final year of university, and I'm fine, for realsies. In all seriousness, I wanted to put on a showcase for students and alumni so that they have an opportunity to perform and you guys can be like, oh, I actually liked them before they were cool and before they were on Taskmaster. So I also put on the showcase because I need some bloody airtime. Hello! The pandemic has been hard on all of us, but especially attention-seeking Geminis. And I'm also going to sneakily use the show to contact my most trusted advisors and ask them what the hell I should be doing with my life. Hopefully they'll pick up the phone, otherwise I'm going to be seriously considering letting the Cabinet of Curiosities crush me. It may be as emotionally heavy as the realisation that being an overachiever in secondary school means absolutely nothing when you finally go to university and realise that everyone is talented in their very own way. Speaking of talented people, I have got an amazing lineup for you guys tonight, so let's not dilly-dally and let's get on with it. Up first we have the absolutely sensational Beth Moore. She has cooler hair than all of us. You're gonna love her, she's gonna do some wicked stand-up. So without further ado, Cabinet of Curiosities, open up and take us to Beth.
Hi, I'm Beth. So, some interesting facts about me. I love exercising. I also love cooking. And I have a genetic disorder where if I don't eat for 24 hours, I die. Don't panic, it's not just immediate death. I could just slip into a coma. And don't worry, because everyone reacts with the face drop. And the nervous laughter because they don't know whether they should be laughing or not. It's called Curio Comedy. So laugh at my fucking jokes. Validation makes me peckish. Just so we stay on the same page, it's been 8 hours since my last meal, so keep your eyes peeled for any big yawns or long distant stares. Because that's what I like to call coma alert. That fear you've experienced, it gets to some people more than others, as me and my brother recollect from our collective childhood memories. Because yes, he has it too. Must have been a 2-for-1 special on life-threatening disorders when they popped me and my brother out of the hospital. But as children, we used to have great fun playing catch. And even greater games of football. And we used to someone better start making a tally. Now what was I talking about? Oh yeah, as children we used to manipulate people's fear for our own personal gain. To put it bluntly, the teachers lived in fear of me dropping dead while reciting the alphabet. And as an 8-year-old, I decided to capitalise on that. They had a stash of snacks to keep me running, one feverish glance and I'm in that cupboard. Snacker Jacks in one hand, OJ in the other. While you poor fuckers meet Henry VIII. I might have a life-threatening genetic disorder, but who's the real winner?
Did you all enjoy that? I'm hoping that you're screaming at me right now, otherwise I think you need to be a little bit more like Beth and have an energy bar. We're moving on and whacking open the Cabinet of Curiosities again, and this time I think we should go visit my favourite double act. Sorry, turning in Susanna. It's Not the Francos, okay? Cabinet, open up. Let's see what the boys have been up to this time.
Well, that's good, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, just what I wanted. Yeah, would you like anything else, Your Highness? Oh, methinks I do. Well, feel free to tell me as I go get a drink for myself. I didn't want one anyway, so... Oh, okay, so me get my own drink doesn't fuss you at all. Let me think, does it fuss me? No it doesn't. Does it fuss me? No. Right, okay, really convincing. Is your throat not parched? Oh, yeah, in a bad shape. That makes sense, doesn't it? Well, if you're making a drink anyway, I'll therefore say no. I don't think I could handle making 2 drinks by myself. That's not what she said. Might have to go lie down after that hard work. I bet you're knackered. I'm so tired. Oh, thanks for the drink that I definitely wanted. Oh, Dave, not being melodramatic, that's a change. Using words that I definitely understand. Start him. Oh, shit, sorry. Thanks for the drink, mate. No worries, mate.
Whoop whoop! Well done, boys. And that wasn't me being sarcastic. Woo. Now, I like to be a woman on a mission, a prick with a plan, if you will. But the pandemic totally messed up that plan. In fact, I think the only good thing that's really come out of the pandemic is the fact that we're now highlighting societal issues more on social media, and also we've got a little bit more time to try and tick off the books, movies, podcasts from our watch list that in reality, despite how much time we've been given, I can guarantee nobody has actually ticked off their watch list. Oh yeah, I'll add it to my watch list now, I'll watch that later. Eat Out to Help Out is a great scheme, which is the biggest lie. That's a very depressing game, we're not going to play it. I'm going to phone up an old pal of mine because graduation is looming and I think we can all agree when I say that I need guidance in what the hell I'm doing. Let's have a phone call with Jack Ledo. Hi Jack!
Hey Charlotte, you alright? How's it going?
I'm good. I wanted to ask you, what is the thing that you miss most about your university life? And how do I avoid fulfilling my dad's dream of me becoming a teacher? I think I either have to become so successful that he has to admit defeat, or I just dismantle the entire educational system. Or both, if I have time on the weekends. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I miss from university is the fact that you could just sit around in your pyjamas all day. These aren't pyjamas. Tough question, yeah. I mean, ultimately, don't become a teacher. Problem solved, isn't it, really? If you're not going to be a teacher, then you don't have to worry about it. And it's his dream. Why don't he become a teacher?
He is a teacher.
Oh, he is a teacher. Well, I suppose you should be a teacher then, really, if that's what your dad wants.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it.
Well, don't be a teacher then. It's a vicious circle. If you don't want to be a teacher, do not be a teacher.
It's going to be tricky to get a stable job though, isn't it?
Well, if you can't get a job, I'd probably suggest being a teacher.
We're going to move on. Up next, we have the absolutely fabulous Tom Short. Tom was a finalist in the Chortle Student Comedy Awards 2019. How I wish we could go back to those days. Tom is going to deconstruct some jokes that we all know quite well, so without further ado, Cabinet of Curiosities, open up and give us Tom!
Okay, hello. Tom Short, won many awards. You've still never heard of me, so how good were the awards? I'm just gonna do a couple of, jokes, in light of the COVID, because I think comedy needs to be, relevant and update itself. So what I've decided to do is, these are the top 50 jokes of all time, and I've decided to just go through some of them and just update them for the current day and era. Okay, so I went to the doctor's the other day and he said, go to Bournemouth. It's great for COVID. It's actually the flu originally, but I've changed it to COVID. Right. For those of you who hadn't understood what I was doing previously, I'm updating old jokes. Okay, so I went to the doctor's the other day, and he said, go to Bournemouth. It's great for COVID. So I went and I got it. And I'm still recovering, presumably, because it's got symptoms, and we've not really looked into the long-term effects of it yet. They say that a lot of jokes are to do with brevity, but COVID definitely isn't. Okay, so the next one is a seal walks into a club, and the issue that I have with that is that a lot of the hospitality industry is suffering due to the restrictions. So a seal wouldn't be able to walk into a club because they've had a hard time. I also don't know how well a seal can walk. I don't know if that way it kind of drags itself around like a man who's on top in missionary sex. You know, when they're going around on the beach. I don't know how much that classes as a walk. Okay, so why did the chicken cross the road? Because it was a one-way system, and they had been politely asked to stick to the one-way system by a member of the community who was looking out for the wider community. And finally, we'll go with went to the paper shop. It had blown away, which I think is sad, because key workers shouldn't be made redundant in times like this. I hope everyone stays safe, use protection. As Boris Johnson says, hands, face, space, and remember to wipe your arse, because you don't want to stink in a time like this. Bye bye.
Woo, woo, woo! Wicked stuff. Thank you so much for beginning the show, Tom. That was awesome. Okay, we're going to be moving swiftly on to our next act, which is Cerian the Clown in lockdown. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You'll be thinking, clown, I'm scared. It's going to be like it. No, it's not. Don't worry. Cerian the Clown is absolutely, like, unbelievably wicked, and you're not going to be scared. You're going to be in awe. Cabinet of Curiosities. Let's stay open and delve straight into the world of Cerian the Clown. It's the #1 curio sound, Cerian the Clown, we about to get down, get down. Watching the alumni live their best lives right now is stressing me the fuck out. We need to ring another one of my trusted advisors, and this time I'm thinking we need to go to Khaled Gale. Now, he's a MAP alumni, he's also So Funny alumni, and he's also my rap partner. Hi, Khaled.
Hi, Charlotte.
Okay, so to your knowledge, do you know of any opt-out schemes to being an adult? And if so, am I eligible?
If you're looking for some sort of opt-out scheme to adult life, what I'd highly recommend is to gravitate towards people with a maternal instinct. What they'll generally do is, if you look hungry or malnourished, like myself, they'll generally feed you. If you've got scruffy clothes, they'll clean them. If you can't drive, they'll take you places. It's within their instinct. And I think if you do that, you can generally get away with sort of not being an adult for the next 10 to 15 years.
And where do you suggest is the best place to hide in New Adelphi Theatre, where I can pretend I'm a maintenance worker or a second-year mapper forever?
If you're looking to disguise yourself as a second-year MAP student, the first place you need to go is to the equipment rental area. You need to just hover around there and kind of embody that feeling of being a second-year MAP student. You know, where you want to rent equipment and make films, but you also don't know how to use the equipment, or you're too scared to ask how to rent the equipment. You need to kind of do that, and I truly believe that if you embody that feeling, you will be able to get away with being a second-year MAP student for the next 10 to 15 years.
I mean, is he right or is he right? Oh, right, okay. I've just had a text from Joe Greenaway saying that something's kicked off at the student house. So, Cabinet of Curiosities, let's not delay. Open up and let's go straight to Joe.
Boys, there's a flamingo in the bath. Overall. Boys! As you can see from the DEFCON meter, things are not goddamn okay. There is a flamingo in the bathtub. Okay, who took my trousers then? I'm not playing around here, boys. I will not finish this brief, no pun intended, until my trousers are returned. Josh? Would you know anything about my missing trousers? No. No, I wouldn't know anything about that, mate. You wouldn't know anything about that. No, I wouldn't know anything about that, mate. You wouldn't know anything about my missing trousers, would you? I wouldn't know anything about that, mate. Rob, would you know anything about these missing trousers? No missing trousers either, mate. You've not seen them, have you? Hey, boss, I've not seen your dang trousers. Alright then. Well, I am gonna turn around. And when I turn back around, I want my trousers to be returned, okay? Right, well, I'm turning around now. Turning around slowly. Turning around now. Turning, almost back to where I was. Almost there. And, oh, a letter. Alright, that's it. I'm not playing around here anymore, boys. Somebody's got to return Joey's trousers, otherwise nobody's getting home to see their families tonight. Oh, no. There they are. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so this flamingo guy, he's got to go. We can't have him in the bathtub. It's really not good for us. It's not good for him. It's not good for business. You know, the business. Guys? Hello? Where have they gone? Guys? Hello? What the f***? Hey, who's moved the chart? You know I'm the only one that's supposed to move it. This is weird, I'm getting out of here. Everyone's gone. I think I'm the only one left. He's got them now. If anyone I know sees this, I should have done more. I should have done more to stop him. It's so cold. I wish I'd done more. I wish I'd done more to stop him.
Okay, let's carry on. It's nearly the end of the showcase, and if you're an avid audience member, that's your cue to go, "Oh, that sucks, man!" And if you're an avid audience member and a comedy agent, that's your cue to go check us out on social media. A wink, a wink. I can't wink. I don't know why I tried to wink, because I really can't wink. The Cabinet of Curiosities has almost been fully explored, but there's one person we have yet to meet. Cabinet, will you please open up and let us delve into the world of Ollie Willett as Pownd Sterlin?
She's here, and by God is she queer. It's Pownd Sterlin, live from the kitchen sink. Time. I was on time. This is the show where we tackle some of life's biggest issues. Penny for your thoughts, or should I say, Pound. Now I know what you're all thinking. What the hell have I got hiding for you deep in my coin purse this week? Oh, look at it. Well, it's only the topic of gender and sexuality. Oh, let's pop on over to the kitchen sink to have a little lesson I like to call Gender and the Reconstruction of Binaries. Don't forget your marigolds. Now, in this heteronormative hellhole, I mean society that we live in, there's the existence of gender binaries. This being the male, represented by the humble corkscrew. Oh, look, cut in so dirty boy. And the female, represented here by the crockery dish. Ooh. Ooh. However, what do we have in here hiding in all these suds? Oh look, it's a little plastic rainbow. Oh, it's representative of those who express themselves outside of gender norms. Oh, look at it, drink from it. Oh, feel the rainbow. Oh. And I know what you're thinking. What's all this got to do with me? Well, I used to be the same. An honest housewife who thought the world was made of plugs and plug sockets. Well, could it be that life just isn't black and white for some people?
How do you like my guns? And how do you like my books? Now if you want to learn something really cool, get the sinker filling. Don't forget your gloves, not kidding. Darlings, you know that there's just much more to life than living in the binaries of gender. Oh, what a strife. Rights for trans peeps, let me hear you preach. Accepting of pronouns, don't bloody moan now. Accept androgyny, queer, non-binary. How do you like my guns? Oh. And how do you like my buns? Progressive thinking, we're all valid here, kids. Open-minded, don't be shy now. Pownd Sterlin, she's gotta pay the bills somehow.
My eyes are up here. Well, I hope you learned something today, kids. However you identify, you're more valid than any cost-cutter coupon could ever be. Stay safe, stay dry, and stay the fuck away from my husband! Bye! Since you're still here, did you know it was Ricky Ann Wilchins who first claimed to have coined the phrase gender non-conforming? However, there's a rich history of people who didn't conform to society's straits.
Rights for trans peeps, let me hear you preach. Accepting of pronouns, don't bloody moan now. Accept androgyny, queer, non-binary.
Woohoo! Fabulous fabulous stuff. Thank you so much, Pownd Sterlin. You were amazing. Okay, I'm still feeling a little bit unsure about what to do after graduation, and our show's budget didn't stretch to a magic 8-ball. So I'm going to ring up somebody that I think will have a clear view on the situation. The legend that is Ash Cox. Hi Ash. Okay, what I want to ask you is, what is the best piece of advice that you've heard for becoming an adult, and is it really as scary as it looks on Twitter? And I know that you will definitely know this. Where is the best place to hide in New Adelphi Theatre?
Hi Charlotte, hi everyone at Curio Comedy. Thank you for having me here virtually tonight. So I'm Ash and I work at the New Adelphi Theatre. I am also alumni of the University of Salford, and as you'll probably realise after this video that I studied performance and not music. So just to answer your question, Charlotte, is it as scary as it looks on Twitter? No, it's not. Twitter is a terrible, terrible, scary place, but I promise it's not as scary as it looks on Twitter. The best hiding place in the New Adelphi, I can't tell you. Although I am very fond of the first floor toilets. You know, when you're having a stressful day, it's all a bit much. Go and have a little cry. It's great. Oh, it's great. I miss the New Adelphi. A bit of advice I will give, though. The worst hiding place is inside your own mind. And that isn't the only piece of advice I'm going to give. I've done you a song. I've done a song with advice. I didn't write it. Well, I did write it. It's an homage. It's an homage to the class of 1999, but the class of 2021. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Bye.
Folks of the class of 2021, hold on to your dream. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, holding on to your dream would be it. The long-term benefits of the arts have been proven by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own lived experience of graduating from Salford. I will dispense this advice now. Enjoy the last few months of your degree. Oh, never mind. You will not understand the power and the beauty of your degree until you've graduated. But trust me, in 2 years you will look back at your time at Salford and realise in a way you can't grasp now how much possibility lay before you and how fabulous you really were. You are not as unprepared as you imagine. Don't worry about the future, or worry but know that worrying is as effective as planning your future using a magic 8-ball. The real troubles in your life are not on social media. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Log out and cut out anything that brings out the worst in you. Do one thing every day that scares you. Laugh. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because everything you want is on the other side of fear. Floss. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Check your ego. Accept that some people just won't like you, so live up to your own expectations, not others. Remember, outgrowing friendships is part of growing as a person. Remember the constructive feedback you receive. Forget the destructive. If you succeed in doing this, please tell me how. Keep your old essays. Throw away your old insecurities. Celebrate. Don't feel anxious if you don't know what to do with your life. The most interesting people that I know didn't know at 22 what they wanted to do with their lives, and most creatives I know still don't. We all just want to pay the bills by creating art. Get plenty of sleep. Grow thick skin. You will need it in this industry. Maybe you'll make it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll end up famous. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll change just one person's life with what you create. Maybe you'll change the world. Whatever you do, don't congratulate yourself too much, or kick yourself either. Your choices are half chance, and so are everybody else's. Look after your mind. Practice self-care whenever you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It is the greatest tool you will ever own. Create. Even if you have nowhere to do it but your own living room, learn to rest, not quit. Do not take negative reviews to heart. They will only make you feel shitty. Get to know yourself. Be honest about your shortcomings. Look after your mental health. Remember, it's okay to say no. Don't lose sight of the things you enjoy. Understand that work will come and go. Try not to romanticise the past. Keep moving forward. Work hard to bridge the gap of inequality in this industry, because the older you get, the more you will need the ally you were when you were younger. Live in London once, but leave before it makes you ill. Come back to the Northwest. The opportunities here are endless. Network. Like Liza said, money unfortunately does make the world go round. Pay off your student overdraft, open a savings account, learn to live within your means. And when you do, you'll realise what success looks like to you. Know your worth, but give as much as you take. You learnt from us, and now it's our time to learn from you. Don't expect that everyone will support you, but remember that Salford Uni are here for you even after you've graduated. Save all your uni work, you will revisit it and it will be useful. Don't be that person on Twitter. Remember, everyone in the industry knows one another. Be careful whose advice you listen to. Advice is a form of nostalgia. Sharing it is storytelling. Be honest, don't paint over the ugly parts. This is what makes brilliant art. Believe in yourself, be unapologetically authentic, break the mould, and never, ever, ever grow up. Your worries are valid, but so is your hope. Trust me. Hold on to your dream.
Oh my gosh. That was incredible! Like, I have no words. Ash, the amount of work you've put into that, it makes me a little bit emotional. That was honestly so amazing. All right, and that's it, guys. Yeah, that's the end of the show, everybody. I really hope that you enjoyed watching Curio Comedy Salford Showcase. And if you did, please go follow everybody on social media. And if you thought that they did a great job, why don't you slide into the DMs and tell them that they did a great job? I'm sure it would make their day. Here are all the socials, and here's mine if you want to check me out as well. And comedy agent, avid audience member, give me a job. Thank you. I'm proficient in typing, talking, and organising, which is very similar to an AI's top skill, so can you see why I'm panicking? But in all seriousness, I've absolutely loved putting this showcase together, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. Massive thank yous have to go to the New Delphi Theatre and Salford Comedy Society for supporting the showcase. Massive thank yous to the acts for putting the clips together and just being absolutely hilarious. To my trusted phone call advisors, thank you so much for being part of the show. And also to my dad. Dad, I'm going to try my best not to become a teacher and equally make you proud. Okay, that's it, guys. Have a great evening. I've been Charlotte Cropper, the Cropper Chopper. Love ya. Be safe. Be chill. Have a great time. See you later, skaters. Bye.